Hello everyone, my name is Dad, and I'm the only dad you'll ever need. So today's little video is about the new up-and-coming TCG called VCard, the VTuber trading card game, being published by Gamers Subs with the help of Silently. So let's try to figure out what we know and how some VTubers, artists, a little bit of TCG players, honestly feel about this. First, let's talk about what we know. Where can we get them? Cons where Gamer Subs will be at, or on their website. How lewd. This is how lewd it can get, and I fully doubt it that would be the case since we're VTubers and we just don't like listening to rules. Gameplay, nothing, but it's supposed to be easy from what Siley said in a stream. Don't hold that against her or Gamer Subs if that's not the case. Well, because, well, I'm not like that. But we do know we'll get foils, hollows, and full art cards will be made, and I will judge those foils and hollows because I think we should get good products since other companies don't like being good at those types of subs. But I won't say names. Here's how my theory of the game will probably play out. Most likely how Pokemon or Digimon currently works. Play a creature and try to get a big damage. Yes, I know, destroy it. I go and no, I don't care. TCG community. I don't. But we do have some good news. The VTubers will be able to pick their own artist for the cards. If the, if they are picked, since that is its own can of worms. From my research, it seems like both VTubers and artists think this is a good thing, and honestly, I agree. Helps out a lot considering gamer subs are helping pay from what we are being informed. Here's a few quotes that I got. I do think that this will help boost artists as long as they're properly credited. Fair, fair. I think this is a great opportunity to boost artists, especially from small VTubers. I know a lot of fellow VTubers that work closely with their art friends and have smaller followings and low visibility due to Twitter. Uh, if Silently lets everyone pick artists, many of them will be able to get unique cards with different styles into the game. And I personally go out of my way in TCGs to hunt down special artworks. It's pretty much the same, and pretty much the entire reason for owning every one Marvel card. Again, I'm not sure if I'll be participate at all, but if someone asks me, I'll be happily to work. I'm not even sure I would charge because the exposed piece do so much in so in something or so community focused. I know during my research, a lot of VTubers knew nothing about this card game, and honestly, that does make sense. Not a lot of VTubers are part of Gamer Subs or even follow silently. In MTG terms, it's like Wizards make an entire set and only tell us Brian Kibler is in the set and tell us nothing else. Yes, the Magic King does know him, but does everyone? So are they kind of hoping Silently can hold up the hype? And if it doesn't, and it doesn't, so I think I said a theory is more correct than the first. So let's talk about these theories. It's either the set will have one big famous VTuber like Silently, and the smaller ones as the rest, or tons of big VTubers. As much as I want to hold hope that Sally won't pick our friends or people who are big in the game as subs partnerships, yes, you heard that right. I don't believe they will go with the first. So since that's extremely risky. Well, who's gonna know about this one VTuber who's got 100 followers named Bill? Yes, Bill can get more views and maybe more followers from this, but I doubt Bill will be picked. Because to get the chance to join, you need to be part of the Gamer Subs partnerships to get a chance in this. Yes, you heard it right here, folks. Straight from Cy Lily herself. You gotta be a VTuber and a part of the Gamer Subs. Yes, I I do know she said it's okay to join Gamer Subs just to be part of the V card, but let's be real. You're not gonna get picked more more likely. Now let's get into the research. I asked several VTubers how they feel about this, so let's find out how they feel. Let's talk about Gamer Subs, and as much as I think it's a silly move, the VTubers do see why it's a thing. They're supporting the project to make so makes sense that they should get a saying who joins. I'm seeing why it could be a good idea, but deep down, I don't like it. One, however, did say that that there isn't a chance we normies will get in, and if you're watching this VTuber, you make amazing stuff. I love that quote you said. It feels nasty since we might not get to see other VTubers just because they don't want to join Game Subs. Will that change? Probably not. I doubt Game Subs will allow other VTubers who aren't in there bullying the game. I know some do agree this is a silly move, but it is what it is. Moving to TCG hopes. People do hope that foils, hollows, and fallouts are pretty, at least not costing me an arm and a leg. I'm looking at you, every other company who makes TCGs. You know what you did. You know what you did. Now, I didn't really ask any TCG creators about this. Yes, I know some VTubers play TCGs, but I wanted more research and info before I kind of ask them. So once we get this info, put it for another video. But I am lucky that to have some VTubers who do play TCGs to help out, to help answer. Here are some quotes from them. But it feels like more of a collectible thing than a legitimate card game. It will suffer the same fate as other gimmick card games. Pretty fair. We've only kind of seen specific artwork, and you could reach down that anime card game that no one knows how to play, but we like the cards. Here is a question in the answer. As a TCG player with the base cards we currently saw, are you worried that this might just be another horny game, where placemats and sleeves are just very questionable stuff? I do have concerns with it just being a pure fan service, and hopes that there's more variety from the snippets we've seen. It'll be pretty disappointing if all the art is just slanty clad, wet, sweaty VTubers. That's pretty fair. We don't. It would be kind of weird to enter your local game store and you find these Crescent playmats and these sleeves with Crestable artwork with a game called VCard. So, that's a very good concern. But seems overall they do like how the promises made they'll keep touch with the meta of the game. So that's good here. For some context, Cy Lily Soul said they're going to try to keep the meta very consistent, where every VTuber is able to be powerful and strong. They don't want one VTuber to feel significantly weaker in the meta, so that is a very good thing to hear. Now let's talk about this fame, VCard. Here are some quotes about some VTubers and other people about how they feel about the name. I honestly did not think about the name at first. This is really disappointing to me. I don't see how this is made without considering its double meaning. They do know the double meaning. I'll get into that a little later, hopefully. This is this adds to my worries of objectifying VTubers. I don't think there's anything necessary wrong with making lewd content if you want a very sex positive person. But with the current concerns of objectifying of VTubers, this seems to make that worse. So they didn't know about the double meaning because they do think about doing the ANSI rule, and people who don't know about the ANSI rule, it is where you place your best cards up, and the winner gets both of them. So they can say, and I quote, "You took my V card." I wish I could make this up. Not bad, but also not very creative. Personally, I think V card is funny. And I am not sure what I would name it if I had the option to name it something different. I get it's why it's called V cards because of the VTubers, but it does have different coordination, and I think they are very much aware of that. They are. I hope they reconsider, maybe reword the name of the game. With the name as is, and some of the art we've seen, it seems like it may dissolve into purely fan service, which isn't ideal, considering many VTubers get unwanted advances and are harassed, as is. However, there is an ongoing issue in the community as also stems from viewers not being able to recognize these are real people behind the models, and this is just a hobby, hustle slash job for streamers and entertainment slash service for the viewers. Now, here are my thoughts about this. This is probably just going to be a collection TCG. You know, like what we did with Pokemon cards when we were kids. We just collected them and no one knew how to play the game. Just collect cards and never know how to play. Honestly, that's the best thing this game has got going for them. That's against cellular gamer subs. I love the idea, but tons of factors in TCGs and not having a ban list on cards. For people who don't know, ban list is when you ban specific cards and they don't wish to really do that with their product. I love trying to keep every VTuber in the meta would be pretty difficult. And the entire third party market, where the cards are gonna get pricey eventually, something something's gonna get someone worked up in us. We're high schoolers in this community. We have our communities. We get rather upset with drama, and the list can go on and on. Someone will get upset and start a big issue for VCard if it isn't the name itself, and if it could, and if it could die out. But I'll try to keep everyone in touch with this, so you can follow me on Twitter or Twitch. They are in my link tree there, so just go to my channel and you'll find them right there. You can ask me questions, I'll answer them as best as I can. Now, this is Dan Knight, getting the milk. Remember, you are loved and cherished, and if you are silently a gamer subs, I'm very interested in seeing where this can go with your game.